Hi, my name is SangHee Yeon. I'm a Korean instructor at Defense Language Institute. Today, I'm going to talk about memes in a foreign language classroom. So, how many of you have heard or used memes before? At first, I did not even know how to pronounce the word. It's called memes. I think it's a great way to engage the students in our virtual learning if you create memes or present memes. As today's topic, we are talking about virtual learning, and we are doing a lot of virtual learning these days, whether you like it or not. And one of the complaints of virtual learning is for the students lacking of engagement. So making memes is one way to make the students engage, and it's fun and easy, and it's very quick. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So today I'm going to focus mostly on two characteristics of memes: humor and creating memes by using the critical thinking skill. So I'll just briefly talk about the definition of meme. Meme is actually, the original idea is from Richard Dawkins' book called The Selfish Gene, and he explains meme as an idea, behavior, or style that's spread by means of imitation from person to within a culture, and often carries symbolic meaning representing a particular phenomenon or a theme. So the word meme is actually from ancient Greek word meme, and it actually means imitated thing. So the focus here is the imitation and within a culture. So according to Dawkins, through memes we spread our culture and change it. Hence, a lot of different cultural phenomena such as fashion, songs, or abstract ideas can be memes. The internet memes that I'm going to talk about today, roughly defined as using an image, GIF, or short videos to send and share humorous messages on internet. So most of the memes are kind of funny and humorous, and it's shared, and imitated, and recreated. That's the part of the things that I like to talk about today. So there are a lot of benefits of using meme in classroom, and some conventional teachers might think that memes are just funny and not serious. However, it's one of the great ways to engage the students. So the first one, and I explained it, is because it's humorous. It's actually good for the foreign language classrooms. Why humor is beneficial for the class is because the humor or positive thinking boosts memory in terms of brain activities. Being positive usually boosts memory for the learners. So humor is a great way to boost the memory from the students. And also it relaxes and less anxious atmosphere, which motivates students to learn a second language. I'll show a lot of examples of memes today in English or in Korean, which is my language. A lot of memes carries very humorous mood, and it'll definitely create a less anxious and relaxed atmosphere. And the second one is multisensory, because meme combines image and letters. It's more powerful tool to learn or use new words or grammar patterns in class. And memes are basically visual tools. And as you know, the picture is worth 1,000 words. So it's much beneficial to present or learn new words or grammar patterns. And Kylie had a study about creating memes in her class, and before activities, and she found out that creating memes help the students to retain new words. So it's definitely beneficial for learning new words or grammar patterns. And I'll show you the examples of how to use these to teach new words or grammar patterns. Another very important part of memes is making students use creative and higher order of thinking skills. If you ask the students to create memes, they need to select a special image and evaluate that and analyze that image, and finally create their own phrase to fit that image. So definitely they can use higher order of thinking skills. So that's a great way to utilize their creative thinking in classroom. Next one is share their products, and memes are supposed to be shared within culture. So this is a social practice. Students, the current students that we have are Generation Z, and they like to share their products in Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. So they're very in tune to share their products. And after creating memes, they share their products, and they enjoy those kind of social practices. And creating memes is a great way to engage the students and share their products through different social networks. And also it's a great way to for as a teacher to connect with those digital natives. These students that we have are the first generation of digital natives, right? They grew up using the digital technology. So as a teacher, I'm not a Gen Z, so sometimes the student and I can have a generation gap, but making memes or presenting memes a great way to connect with those digital natives. So that's another positive effect of using a meme in classroom. Finally, we can also enhance the pragmatic proficiency, because memes are insider jokes. So they're only those who share the cultural references understand the memes. So if you use the target language memes and ask the students to find the cultural differences, and that's a great way to enhance the pragmatic proficiency of our foreign language students. But this can be a little hard to do because reference is hidden and it's hard to understand. So in that case, you can ask the students to find out the hidden meanings of cultural references as well. Finally, you can check and correct their errors in a non-threatening way because it combines the letters and sometimes the grammar patterns. You can see their errors and mistakes, so you can indicate those things and talk about this in a non-threatening way. So we'll look at a little examples of memes in English. The first one, I just wanted to show that just because it's funny and it's related to the teaching. So as you can see, this is something that we are not supposed to do. Okay, you understand now because I explained it to you. Okay, it's supposed to be funny. Now, second one is wordplay. So if vegetarians eat veggies, what do humanitarians eat? So think about this in your target language. Can you do this in your target language? I'm sure that you can find something that you can use as a wordplay and make funny memes out of it. Next one is an image from the Squid Game. It's a very popular Korean drama in Netflix. And I use this in the class of depression. So as you can see, this is kind of funny and humorous. And this is kind of very popular memes. And those are different stages of brain activities. And as you can see, different stages of different behaviors. And from here to there, it increased the brain activities, and it will show how the brains are activated. And on the other hand, this is more humorous than this. They are using who, whom, and who's, and who's is just showing that how the who, the word, can be more difficult, and they ended up creating a word which is non-existent. So it shows kind of example of how the recreating one and to make it as another humorous meme. Okay, now I'm going to show you when to use memes in foreign language classroom. And as I said, it sometimes can be used as icebreakers or warming up activities. And this one, it says, when boss asks you work for after 5 p.m., it says, when boss asks you work for after 5 p.m., and the Dobby from Harry Potter says Dobby has no master. Dobby is a free elf. So this, I used it as a warming up in the lesson of work culture in Korea. And I show this, and then I ask the students, what happens when you say this to your boss? Because in Korea, even though the work schedule is 9 to 5, nobody leaves after 5. So this kind of creates the idea of those work cultures in Korea. And shows that the warming up activities before actually going into the main class, and learning a new vocabulary and grammar points. So you can either choose appropriate meme for the class, or you can create your own meme to illustrate your vocabulary or grammar points, or you can ask students to create a meme as a review. So in this case, my student, the beginner students, learned the difference between ida and ita, which is very simple verbs in Korean, but it's very complicated to use, which is roughly translated as to be. So they're showing that it's hard to choose which one that they need to use in a certain context. And the student said 땀이 있어요, which roughly translate as I have sweats. So it's a good way to review a new word or grammar points. So when I did this, I did it toward the end of the class as a review or exit ticket. This is another example of grammar pattern. It's the topic was the he passive voice particle. So this is also from the Squid Game, and it says, I'm sorry to catch you, and this one said, I'm sorry to be caught. So it's a great way to illustrate the use of he passive voice particle in Korean. This one is called Sprinkle Guy. And when I first saw it, I didn't even understand what it meant. So I actually had to ask the students what this means. It says regular sentence. And this one, the next sentence is because. So he said, if you take the regular sentence but sprinkle with because, that the sentence becomes more a better sentence. That's what he meant. And again, if you don't understand the meaning of a certain cultural aspect, you would not understand this meme. So it actually shows the cultural aspect plus using a new grammar pattern. Okay. Next one is presenting a new word, but this one is illustrating homophones. So it says here, 내 말 좀 들어봐, which usually means please listen to my word. But the word 말 can mean word or horse. And 들어봐 can mean please listen to or to lift. So this is funny just because usual translation of 내 말 좀 들어봐 means please listen to me. But instead of using that translation, using the other translation makes the sentence funny. And this illustrates the humor. I'm sure that you can find something like that in your own language as well. Okay, and again, memes are a great way to teach culture, and this is also illustrating the work culture in Korea. And it says, "Are you available for 회식 today?" And somebody is touching the excuse cabinet. 회식 is Korean work dinner. But it's not just a simple get-together. It's kind of extension of work. So young generation doesn't want to go to 회식. So this is how they avoid going to 회식, finding some excuse. So this also a great way to teach culture or warm up a picture to introduce work culture in Korea. And this one is illustrating the Korean age hierarchy. And in Korea, age is very important, and even 1 year old makes a big difference. So I'm 1 year older than you, call me Hyung. Hyung means older brother. So this young guy is, excuse me, telling the other person, just because I'm 1 year old, call me Hyung. So this is also funny, but it's a great way to illustrate the age hierarchy and the kinship terms in Korean. I a lot of times use ask the students to create memes as your review or exit ticket. And this one, I asked them to create a meme, and then gave the topic of what do you think of DLPT. And this one says, this lady said, what is she thinking? And she is thinking maybe he's thinking somebody else, but he's thinking of how long that he needs to study in order to pass the DLPT. Okay, so it's a great way to use their critical thinking and higher order of thinking ability. I collected some of the Korean class examples, and the topic was housing crisis. The house, especially in Seoul, is very expensive. It's almost unaffordable for the young generation. So they're illustrating the unaffordability of the house, and it says the housing, the price of apartment is doesn't make sense. The second one is 3 wishes, and this guy says, I wanna live in Seoul cheap, and it says, so what are you thinking? What are you talking about? Give me another 3 wishes. So it's just impossible things to achieve, even the genie. So this is also the example of exit ticket after talking about the housing crisis. And this is called the guru's plan. And the guru has a great plan to buy a house because he will have a comfort. However, the other side of the buying a house is basically cost a lot of money, so he cannot do anything else. So he's changing his mind. So it's a guru's plan. I actually gave this topic to different levels of students. And as you can see, this one is a little thicker, and the thicker grammar and sentence than the other two. So you can see the difference between 2 different levels. To use memes is to, you can create some kind of a competition. You give one specific image and ask the students write a caption. So with the same image, they can put the different captions. So, and then after completing the caption, they can post it and vote who has the best caption. Or you can ask the students find and select memes in a target language and talk about the memes and why is it chosen or why is it humorous and stuff like that. So they can analyze, evaluate, and great way to use critical thinking ability in the class. I'm going to talk about how to find and create memes. Actually, if you want to find memes, they're everywhere in social networks, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebooks. If you go to this kind of sites, you can just search as a keyword your target language memes, like Korean memes or Chinese memes, and you can just pick and choose from them. You don't even need to create your own memes, but find a great memes for your own class. Now, you can also create your own memes or ask the students to generate memes. There are a lot of websites that you can go and create, ask the students to create memes. Imageflip.com, Capwings, and makeameme.org. And Canva, if you go to Canva, you can actually generate memes. A lot of those websites, you can just go and create memes, but you can also upload your own image and just write the caption, and you can generate your own memes. But those are the websites that you can go and generate memes. Okay. And you can use your own images or download copyright-free images from such as like Pixabay.com. This is the one that I downloaded from Pixabay, and it's a great way to download free copyright-free images. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I hope that you create wonderful memes and share